Okay, real talk. You know that feeling when you're starving at like 9 p.m., scrolling through DoorDash or Google Maps trying to find somewhere to eat, and you see two restaurants, same type of food, similar ratings, but one has photos that look like they belong in a magazine and the other looks like someone sneezed while taking the picture? Which one are you ordering from? Obviously the one with the good photos, right? We all do it, every single time. Now here's what's crazy. That restaurant with the terrible photos, their food might actually be 10 times better. No. The chef might have 20 years of experience. The ingredients might be fresh and locally sourced. But none of that matters because their photos look like they were taken in a gas station bathroom at 2 a.m. And because of that, they just lost your order. And they lose hundreds of orders like yours every single week. They're literally losing money. Not because they can't cook, but because nobody taught them how to take a decent photo. But here's where this gets interesting for you. You can fix this entire problem for them in less time than it takes to watch an episode of The Office, and charge them $1,000 to do it. Here's the deal. Most neighborhood restaurants are serving food that would make Gordon Ramsay weep tears of joy, but their photos make it look like cafeteria leftovers from a prison documentary. And every single time a potential customer stumbles across those sad, dimly lit disaster shots on Instagram or Google Maps, that restaurant just watched a paying customer sprint in the opposite direction. But here's where it gets wild. With Gemini 3, you can literally walk through the front door of any restaurant, or heck, do this from your couch in your pajamas, grab their tragic existing photos and transform them into magazine cover-worthy masterpieces in literal minutes. Then you package it up as a complete AI-powered brand transformation and watch the money roll in. And in this breakdown, I'm going to walk you through the exact process for identifying restaurants who are basically begging for this help, the step-by-step for upgrading their photos with Gemini 3, how to wrap this into a 4-figure package deal, and the secret sauce for converting this into monthly recurring income so you're not out here hustling for one-time payments like some kind of digital nomad. If you've been hunting for an AI side hustle that you can launch literally today without needing to understand a single line of code, this might genuinely be the most accessible money-making opportunity of 2026. No tech background required, just eyes that can spot terrible food photography and a willingness to help. Alright, so this whole process is stupidly straightforward. Your main tool for finding these gold mines is just regular old Google Maps. Type in restaurants near me and start browsing through the spots in your area. It's like Pokemon Go, except instead of catching Pikachu, you're catching businesses with atrocious marketing. Once you tap on a restaurant listing, Google's going to pull up their photo gallery. Now check this out. You'll see some places that have obviously invested serious cash into their visual content and photography game. These spots are actually great targets because they already understand the value of good marketing, which means they've got budget to spend. But here's where the real easy money is. Restaurants like this gem I just discovered on Google Maps. This particular one's located in Connecticut. I hopped over to check out their Instagram profile and wow, their feed looks like someone's grandma discovered the camera app for the first time. When you scroll through this, nothing about it screams, "Come eat here immediately." It's not mouthwatering in the slightest. Honestly, looks like it was captured on some ancient Nokia that survived Y2K. This is literally the perfect specimen for what we're about to do. So I'm going to grab this particular photo because there's actually decent potential hiding under all that bad lighting and poor composition. Let me screenshot this real quick. From this point, just pull up Gemini through Google's website. Hit that first search result, and boom, you're in Gemini 3 territory. Let me switch over to the correct account here. After you're logged into Gemini 3, you're going to find and click the Create Image button sitting right there. The next move is simple. Drag and drop that screenshot we just grabbed. Toss it into the interface and type something like, "Transform this into a professionally photographed Michelin star quality image of this exact dish." This is for the restaurant's marketing campaign. Now look, this is just a bare bones prompt to get started. You can absolutely get way more detailed and specific with your requests, but right now I just want to demonstrate what kind of output we're working with here, so let me hit that submit button. Alright, and just like that, the AI has done its thing. When I click to expand this, you're looking at the exact same dish, but check out the glow up it just got. I'm not gonna lie, this looks absolutely incredible compared to what we started with. We went from...
I guess I'll eat if I have to.
Shut up and take my money.
So I'm going to grab a screenshot of this final result. Oh, and pro tip, you can see that little Gemini watermark chilling in the bottom right corner there. I always crop just above that logo so it's not in the final image. We want this looking pristine and professional, not like an obvious AI screenshot. Now let me put these side by side so you can really appreciate the transformation. Here's what we started with, and here's the upgraded version. The difference is honestly night and day. This enhanced version looks like it belongs in a fancy food magazine spread, not buried on page 3 of Google Maps. Want to see this magic happen one more time so it really sinks in? Let's do it. I'll grab this other photo right here. Screenshot that bad boy. Back into Gemini it goes. Same process for this dish. Make it look premium, professional grade, the kind of thing that makes people's stomachs growl just from looking at their phone screen. And done. There we go. Look at that. It's the identical meal, literally the same food on the same plate, but now it's been polished up to look significantly crisper, way more vibrant, and about 10 times more appetizing. And this is just scratching the surface with a basic prompt. The more detailed and specific you get with your instructions, the more incredible these results become. But even at this beginner level, the before and after difference is absolutely wild. Now here's where the rubber meets the road. How do you actually convert this into cold, hard cash? Because AI party tricks are cool and all, but they don't pay your Netflix subscription. So here's the strategy, and I call it the drug dealer approach. Stay with me here, I promise this makes sense. Think about how the pharmaceutical salespeople operate, or, the less legal version. What's their proven sales tactic? They hand out free samples, give people a taste of the product so they can experience it firsthand, get completely hooked on the results, and then come back begging for more. Classic marketing psychology that's worked for decades. Here's the beautiful part. In this relationship, you hold all the cards. These restaurant owners have absolutely zero clue how to replicate what you're doing. They're busy managing inventory, dealing with health inspectors, and trying to remember which line cook called out sick today. They're not about to learn AI image generation in their spare time. When you show them these transformations, their minds are going to be completely blown, like genuinely speechless. So we have no problem giving away a couple of enhanced photos up front because they know there's absolutely no way they're figuring this out on their own. It's like showing them a magic trick, and they know they'll never learn the secret. So here's the play. You definitely don't have to limit yourself to just 2 freebies. You could easily do a sample bundle of 5 or 6 images to really drive the point home. Then you reach out directly to the restaurant. Take those enhanced images you just created and craft a message with the before and after comparison. Your message could be something like, "Hey there, Donahue team." Or even better, if you notice they've actually listed names somewhere in their profile or bio, use those. Personal touches are everything. So maybe, "Hi Kevin and Paul. I'm a local food photographer specializing in AI-powered image enhancement. I wanted to share some work I did with your menu items. I've attached before and after shots from your recent posts. Let me know your thoughts. You're welcome to use these immediately if you'd like." Boom, you just gave them free, usable marketing content. They can literally post these right now, then add,
I work with restaurants to deliver complete social media transformations by enhancing their food imagery to professional standards.
something along those lines. You can expand on how you handle their entire social media presence, their website photography, and basically elevate them to look like a Michelin-starred establishment without them needing to drop thousands on professional cameras, pay hourly rates to photographers, carve time out of their insanely busy schedules, or prepare free dishes purely for photo shoots. Real talk. Professional food photography is a massive production. You need proper lighting equipment, someone who actually knows camera angles, multiple takes to get the perfect shot, expensive editing software, the whole 9 yards. What you're offering lets them completely skip that nightmare. Trust me on this, they would way rather pay you on a weekly basis for fresh photos than deal with the headache of booking a professional photographer every single time they update their menu or add a seasonal special. As you can clearly see from their current photos, they've put basically zero effort into this aspect of their business. This is a restaurant practically holding up a sign that says,
Please help us with our marketing.
but here's the flip side. You can also target the complete opposite end of the spectrum. Find a high-end establishment like this one that's obviously pouring serious money into their food quality and marketing strategy. Your pitch to them is different. Hey, it's obvious you're already investing heavily in your brand image and maintaining a professional appearance. What if I could deliver the same quality results for a tiny fraction of what you're currently spending? These upscale places are probably shelling out anywhere from $3 to $5 grand every single time they need a professional photo shoot to maintain their current quality standards. Now imagine you come in and offer to deliver comparable results for $1,000 or even $500 per package. That's an ROI they can calculate in their sleep. It's a no-brainer financial decision. And guess what? You use that exact same free sample strategy here too. Grab some of their existing photos, run them through your enhancement process, and send them back with a message like, "Check out what I created using dishes already on your menu, and I can deliver this level of quality for you every single week." That's the genuine power of what Gemini 3 brings to the table. Now, as you've probably noticed, this is basically a brand new business model because restaurants clearly aren't doing this themselves yet. The opportunity is wide open. And this doesn't just stop at restaurants either. Your brain should be firing off all the different types of businesses where you could apply this exact approach. Coffee shops with sad latte art photos, bakeries with blurry cake pictures, bars with terrible cocktail shots, food trucks with images that look like they were taken during an earthquake, catering companies, meal prep services, basically any business selling food and photographing it poorly is a potential client for you. The best part? You're getting in on the ground floor of something that literally didn't exist as a viable business model 6 months ago. So if you're ready to start making money with this, there's no better time than right now to jump in and claim your piece of this brand new market.